The changeling was confined to bed for a good few days after waking up, and with nothing else to do, they and Relva talked. About her life, about the Fey realm, about each other's likes and dislikes, about what Relva did for work, a topic which Relva often returned to with excitement. Relva was an alchemist and a professor at the city's university. She found such joy in exploring the foundation and composition of the world, because that's what it was at its core.
It's not just potion making, as so many people write it off as. It's a deep study of complex transmutative magic and the effect it has on the greater world, a catalyst for change with the concept of equivalent exchange as the core principle. See, nothing is truly ever created or destroyed. It's only ever changed from one form to another, and alchemists seek to understand and control this process. With it, you could end poverty, hunger. You could look forever young or change your body to fit how you feel inside. I'm still looking for what to do for my next thesis, but I know I need to go bigger than before, something grand, something groundbreaking.
The changeling saw the passion Relva felt, the joy in her eyes as she spoke. It was the same joy they felt when they were out causing chaos, bringing a part of their home with them into the mortal realm. This was where she felt at home.
Can you teach me?
Something lit up on Relva's face at that.
I'd love to.
Over the next couple of days, Relva showed the changeling the basics of alchemy. Nothing too advanced, as she taught in her classes, but it didn't seem to matter. There was something about the shared passion that resonated with them. The changeling had now recovered enough that they could stand up and move around again. They could leave now, take another face and continue as they were, spreading chaos and mischief, untethered. They didn't want to, though. They wanted to stay, to be tethered, to share in this passion. For the first time, they had discovered something else that sparked that feeling inside of them, that made them feel alive. And Relva happily welcomed their new roommate and student.
You know, if we're going to live together, we probably should think of what to do about the whole name situation.
I don't have one.
I know, but couldn't we think of a name for you?
But it wouldn't be mine.
Why not? If it's not... I worry I'm making you uncomfortable.
No, my kind just... We don't have identities of our own. It's why we take the appearances of others.
So what do you look like normally?
The changeling shrank a bit at the question. Their true form was vulnerable. To reveal it to mortal eyes was like being without your skin, your flesh, bearing your very soul.
I've overstepped. I'm so sorry. It's okay. You don't have to,
Before she could finish, the changeling let go of the appearance of the barmaid, showing their true self, tall and slender, porcelain skin interrupted by stripes of opalescent purple, their long, straight, lilac-coloured hair cascading down their shoulders and back, as a long tail curled out and around their legs. Their soul was bare for her to see, and was met with a smile.
What about Lilac?
Lilac. Why did this feel different? They'd been given names before, none of them were theirs, but something about this word just was.
Lilac. It's nice.
The two spent years together, exploring alchemy, Lilac's passion almost beginning to rival Relva's as they continued to bond. The passion extending beyond this shared interest and into one another as they would do everything together, eating away at the nights and early hours of the mornings, just talking. Lilac revelled in this new feeling that had come over them, to connect with another, to share passions and interests, even being given a name of their own. A name of their own. It was unlike the joy they had felt, and yet so much more than it. It was a feeling that Relva herself later confessed as love. The vulnerability and trust they had in one another brought them so close. It had given Lilac purpose where there was none. Reason to marry the chaos. And marry they did. In private, of course. They wanted to be themselves, but they didn't wish for anyone else but Relva to see their true form. And Relva was more than happy to accommodate, as the two held their own ceremony alone in the nearby forest. The two of them couldn't be happier, as they returned home together, ready to start the rest of their lives.
Good night, my love.